Hey Vikes!
I'm Grace.
And I'm Selah, and welcome back to Viking Media.
Give me a V! Give me an I!
Oh my gosh. How about give me a Q-U-I-E-T?
Q-U...
Quiet. I spelled quiet. What are you doing all that yelling for anyways?
I overheard some of the girls trying out for cheer earlier.
What cheer tryouts were you at? Because I don't remember that being a part of them.
Oh, well I guess let's go see what they actually did. The Northwest cheer team had their annual cheer tryouts on Friday, March 20th. Before tryouts, they prepared by going to 3 cheer clinics.
I've been doing cheer since 8th grade, and next year will be my 4th year in high school.
I've been doing cheer since freshman year.
The main thing that you do, you stretch, you just really want to get good at your jumps, and when you get there, just stretch as a group, and then we work on our chant, our cheer, band dance, and our tryout dance.
For cheer tryouts, we prepare by learning all of our chants, dances, and spiriting. And we basically teach the new people what motions are and what we're supposed to do while we're cheering. On tryout day, we just do all that in a group of 3.
The Northwest cheer team focuses on teamwork, athletic skills, and crowd engagement, playing an important role in the school's sports culture.
So when you get there, it's good to get there a little bit early, so I probably got there 15 minutes early, and then we stretched as a group. Then after that, 2 girls came. They were seniors that graduated. They kind of went over the chant and the cheer, and then after that, we worked on the band dance. We did the tryout dance as well.
Cheer tryouts basically look like going to a clinic for a week and then preparing for tryouts, and you kind of work with your group that you're assigned with. Just learn all of your things that you need to learn.
Next year, I just want to have a fun senior year. Hopefully do better at competitions this year. I think that would be really great.
The cheer team trains year-round to build strength, coordination, and teamwork.
My goals for cheerleading next year is to be better for competitions and improve my stunting.
My favorite part is definitely cheering at football games. The homecoming game is always fun, and I love stunting. That's probably my favorite part.
My favorite part about being a cheerleader is the games, doing football games, just getting ready all together as a team and just making new friendships.
Congratulations to the new 2026 through 2027 cheer team.
See, they weren't doing no give me a V, give me an I. Hello? Can you not play on your phone right now?
Not playing on my phone, I'm taking care of business.
What business could you possibly be taking care of in the middle of our broadcast?
I'm downloading graphics for the scoreboard. They don't make them themselves.
They don't?
No, genius. Actually, a lot of work goes into the scoreboard. Let's take a look at what it's like behind the scenes.
Many people wonder who create the graphics for our scoreboards. Behind the scenes, students in digital media too work hard to make them.
A typical project, usually the graphics take about a day to complete, and then a hype video or video graphics that take about a couple periods, so 2 or 3 days.
Me, a typical project takes about 5 minutes. For the defaults and assists, I can get 8 or 10 done in a class period.
When designing the graphics, we like to keep in mind how clean it looks, and we don't want any other distractions, or make sure that videos and pictures don't get cut out of the frame so you can see everything in a whole, but just making sure it looks nice and neat.
So when I design a graphic, usually I'll choose one from Envanto, and I just look for just one that looks kind of clean and just kind of looks the best. Also one that will kind of work the best with actually putting a person in there.
The most difficult part when creating a graphic is probably the time management, and then making sure that everyone is consistent and making sure that the videos are the same size.
The hardest part when creating graphics is making sure all the little details are taken care of, and just making sure everything's perfect, not missing anything, not messing up names, making sure all the colors are good.
Sports that we feature are in the gymnasium, and then all the sports that are played on the football field.
Graphics we feature include football, basketball, soccer, volleyball, and track.
The graphics are transferred from the classroom to the scoreboards by using Daktronics software.
To get the graphics on the video board, we take it from our own personal server and we upload it to a Daktronics server, and then it gets played on the video boards from either one.
So on the scoreboard, putting a hype video, it's kind of all preset for you. You really just have to move them over from the server.
Next time you look up to see the score, think about what goes into these student-made graphics.
Wow, you're right. I guess the graphics actually don't make themselves.
Nope, and they're pretty helpful at keeping the audience on target with scores during games.
You know, speaking of targets, our trap team season just started and they've been hitting plenty of them.
Oh yeah, I did hear they've had a pretty successful season so far.
And I even got to see it in person this weekend at one of their meets.
Now, did you go to actually watch it or just to find a potential boyfriend?
Oh, well, Not necessarily, I mean.
Right. Let's go see just how successful the team is currently doing.
The trap team recently kicked off their season and have had a great start to their year.
This will be my 5th year shooting trap.
I've been shooting trap for like 8 years.
So first we shoot our 16 yardage, so that's our closest yardage, and then after we shoot that, they'll add up our scores, and then we'll, depending on our scores, we'll shoot back further. So like 24 or 25 yards.
I do Donovan. I shoot during the summer for ATA. We'll shoot 16s and handicaps. You move back further depending on how you shoot your 16s. We'll shoot doubles down in Sparta and Skeet.
Every year we go to Sparta, Illinois for nationals, and I shot a 195 out of 200, so I'd say that was my biggest accomplishment.
Kasey Ramos broke the Northwest trap shooting record for consecutive rocks hit with 373 in a row.
You normally get there pretty early so you can get a good spot.
We start practice in Donovan at 9 o'clock.
And then you start shooting your actual competition at 9:30.
And then we'll start shooting our 16s yards, and then they go through the seniors, which is like all the high schoolers, and then juniors are considered the middle schoolers. And so then after juniors and seniors are both done, we'll shoot our handicaps.
Being a part of any sport or activity, memories are always made. Here are their favorites.
These last 2 years I went to Sparta, Illinois again, and it's always fun. When we get done shooting, we just go and eat and have fun.
Probably the first time I beat my brother.
Both shooters are very excited to attend the state competition in Sparta, Illinois. Good luck to the rest of the trap team with their season.
I see them winning every meet for the rest of the season.
I hope so, but since when can you predict the future?
Since now, you want to know what else I see?
What's that?
I see a few of our faculty members leaving.
Oh my gosh, maybe you are psychic.
Wait, so that means some of our teachers really are leaving?
Unfortunately, yes, but I'm sure they're excited to see what their future opportunities have for them.
Sadly, Northwest is saying goodbye to many educators this year.
I've been teaching at Northwest for the past 6 years.
Well, I've been teaching for 43 years.
I think what I'll miss most are the people that I work with, teachers and students included. Everyone here is super nice. They're great to work with. They always, have a fun story or able to lift spirits of the people around them.
The students, 100%.
Mr. Collins and Mrs. Berger have both made a positive impact in our school.
My next stop is going to be Adams Central. I will be taking over their 1-act program. I'll be teaching juniors English, honors, and regulars. I will also have their yearbook and be an assistant musical director.
I am going to teach myself Hindi, and we've been investing in some land in Jaisalmer, India, where my husband is from, and we're going to go in partnership with his brothers.
Some are retiring and others are moving on to different opportunities.
I'm leaving Northwest because I live in Hastings, and the proximity to my house is one of those that is a big plus. Getting married in May, having a family and a house in Hastings, I thought being closer to home would be the best thing for me, and I got lucky that Adams Central had a position.
The best part about retirement is I don't have to answer to a bell. I'll be happy about that. And I do better about 8:30 in the morning instead of 8 o'clock. But, so just free time, to just come and go. I'm going to look forward to more time with my grandchildren.
Along with Mr. Collins and Mrs. Berger, we have some other educators who are leaving as well. Mr. Spees, Mrs. Wells, Mr. Kane, Mrs. Ramsey, Mr. Nelson, Mrs. Journey, and Mr. Bryce Harrington. Thank you, educators, for everything you have contributed to Northwest.
Aw, I'm sad to see them go, but I know they'll be a great addition at their next job.
On the topic of jobs, some of our Vikings here at Northwest spend their free time working after school.
You're right, and some of them even have their own businesses.
Wow, we walk the same halls as entrepreneurs? How cool is that?
Not as cool as me.
Maybe you're just delusional, not psychic.
Hey!
Many Northwest students have a variety of jobs they work outside of school.
I work at Hotworks Grand Island. I have my own business and I make custom jewelry and I sell it at school. Hotworks is a 24-hour infrared fitness studio, so it is open 24-hour to the members and they can book in saunas and do any of our 12 workouts. I've had my own business for about a month. I have worked at Hotworks for about 3 months. My job is selling memberships, cleaning, and and running social media.
I make earrings, keychains, sometimes necklaces upon request. To advertise, I make posts on social media, and I kind of use that as a way to get my stuff out there to people.
There are many students who work very hard to make money and learn skills. High school jobs are crucial to prepare you for the future.
I heard about this job because I used to have a friend that works here and she convinced me to apply.
I started my business because I just wanted to make extra money, and I just felt like it was the best option for me personally.
Working during high school helps prepare for future employment when these students graduate.
My favorite part is getting to know new people and the free membership.
My favorite part about my job is that it's very flexible, and I can choose whether or not I want to sell stuff that day depending on what I have going on in my schedule.
I really like working here. It's a great job and a very good environment.
I work at school. That's where I sell all my stuff. With family, it usually happens at family events, but I make everything at home. Someone who helps me with work is Andrew Schwartz. He is my accountant, and he helps me with delivering things.
You can order your own custom-made earrings today by texting Maya on her Snap. Her products are only for Northwest students and staff.
You're right. They are cooler than me.
I know, I'm never wrong.
Oh, don't be so sure.
What's that supposed to mean?
There's a lot of times where you've been wrong and will continue to be wrong.
Okay, name one.
Okay, what if you had to stick your hand in a box and guess what something was?
Well, I'd probably get it right on the first try, but when would I ever do that?
This week on Viking in the Village.
What's up, Vikings? I'm Tucker.
And I'm Alex.
And today we're going to see if our Vikings can guess what's inside this box.
For this challenge, we chose 5 contestants and multiple random items. Whoever guesses the most wins.
Like something boxed up, like a plastic jar or something? Like a banana peel or something? I don't know. Is that Orbeez? And oh, what is that? Is that a hot dog?
Oh, that's Gorilla Glue. I know that. Wait, ew. Is that a cheese stick?
Oh, I'm really scared. I already touched something.
This feels like a sponge. Those are headphones. Ew, why is it wet?
Car keys?
That's like a box car thing. Ew. Ew. No, it feels like a squid.
What is in here?
Nothing's going to be bad.
That was a hot dog and a plastic car and a glue, Elmer's glue thing, and Orbeez. Maybe a hot dog bun or like bread and like a banana peel and like a cup. Cheese stick, Gorilla Glue, and shoelace. I don't know what that is. Why is it wet? I don't know what that is. Ew! What do you think it was? Wet! No, there's like a box of some sort. There's a cheese stick, bread, maybe like, I don't know, like lunch meat. That was really gross. I need to go wash my hands.
Okay, all I felt was a squid.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
A sponge, wired headphones, like a block of some sort.
Ew. Oh my gosh, there's a lot on the other side. Stinks.
Yeah, lots of red and some stuff. Ew, it was turkey. And cheese. I felt the cheese too, but I didn't know what it was.
Ew, this is disgusting.
It's all new. I didn't breathe.
That makes me feel better.
What is this?
Just like I found that under my sink. I found that under my sink.
Bro, I was gonna bang.
Maybe you're right this time. I don't know if I'd be able to guess this right.
It's okay, me either.
Well, I'd expect that.
Well, Vikings, that's all we have for you this week.
See you guys next week.
No, you won't.
It's April Fool's, idiot.
Oh, then yeah, see you guys next week.
All right, joke's over.